It's your boy Hoodoo Jim. We're back at it again with another video. This time I'm talking. Figured it was about time to give you all a studio setup tour or whatever. Yeah, a few people have been asking. A lot of people actually. So I thought I'd walk through how I have everything set up, what everything is. There's a lot of new shit. There's a lot of new shit going on. So yeah, let's dive into it. Of course, this is my pride and joy right here. Access Virus C. The Indigo 2 is just a C, but with the keyboard. And the Indigo 1 is just Virus B with the keyboard. Yeah, I use this for a lot of my main sounds. This used to be my only synth for a while, and it's completely fine like that. I could geek about this shit all day, but for lately, it's just been like a like ambience and like texture and like more trance. This is really good for like trance, techno, like maybe a little industrial. Like it's a really versatile synth that, even though I've had it for a while, I'm still diving into it. I think there's a lot of sounds I haven't even made yet. So the newest addition, here's the Waldorf Microwave XT. If you don't know about it, came out in 1998. It's super cool sounding, rough, gritty, like I don't know, like it's completely digital, but it's a wavetable synth, so a lot of the sounds can evolve over time. Yeah, it's got a really good texture to it. The sounds, there's a lot of depth. There's a lot of shit that happens in it that you can't completely control, and maybe I just need to get it serviced. But either way, I love the slightly randomness. It feels really organic and alive. I really like finding pieces and synths that feel lively. I think there's a lot of sterileness going around in the music industry right now. A lot of the synths coming out nowadays do not have the sauce of these older ones. This is why I fucking have these, you know. If the newer synths were doing this shit for a fair price, I'd be all over it. But even the ones more expensive than these, I don't know. You got to get your hand on some older shit to see when people used to care about what they made. You know, it's kind of like old furniture lasts way longer. Like there was a craftsmanship to this. Like some of these companies made shit so good that they went bankrupt and had to get bought out by these newer companies who are masquerading as these other ones. But they're not the same, you know. And that's not to say there's no good new shit, and that's bringing me to this Yomox Alpha Bass. It's my third pride and joy, I guess. All of these, I love them. This is the best drum machine I've ever used in my life, and if you're tired of a fucking 909 or an 808, I think this is a great place to stop. It's really the only other one that's giving you that sound. Like, I mean, there's the Perkins and shit, but I think a lot of that shit is kind of gimmicky. There's the Syntact, but this is a different level. You can really tell like the person who made this really cares. It's a passion. You can tell the passion. That's what I'm looking for in like music gear. But yeah, this is the fattest kick ever. I'd buy this shit just for the kick drum on it. And I'll get into how I have everything wired going into the DAW. I don't think I'll go through my DAW setup yet, but if you guys are into that, I can show you how everything is wired inside the box too. But anyways, yeah, I would have to talk about each of these in their own separate video, but In short, lately I've been using this for like ambience, rhythm, and texture. This is more like for groove, bass, some melodies. It just has a really distinct sound, so I don't want to overdo it. So I think 1 or 2 sounds from this, and then a lot of ambient elements here really works well together, like the really clean and the more gritty, and then this really distinct drum machine. It's like partially a sampler, but not really. You can upload your own like one shots, shit like that. But yeah, synthetic drum machine, everything. Like it's got an FM synth on it as well. Like if you're wondering how I get my kicks and hats and things to sound the way I do, it's my baby right here. So I'm gonna move on to the rack portion now to show you like a little more of the behind the scenes, like what's going on. But basically down here it's I have 2 Motu ultralight MK3 hybrids right here. They're on the same rack row. It's really nice having the extra inputs, especially like together. Like it's kind of there's pros and cons to doing it this way, but like that's just what was available to me at the time, and it works. I got everything in here. It's got everything I need, like just barely. I'm feeling every hole on this shit though. The front XLR on this one is damaged though. There's like I got like a dust cover for it, so it's like you can't tell how ugly it is on the inside, but it's broken. Everything else works fine though. Loving it. Motu is like one of the best audio interface brands. Even the new ones, the M2, M4 type, those great shit. Those and the I used to use a little Audient ID14. That shit was fire too, but I don't know, rest in peace. Right below that is another new addition to the studio. It's the Roland SDE 1000. And if you don't know, now you know. Like this, it's pretty legendary dub delay, but it's slept on. Like I was able to get it for a really good price. I actually just put it in there today. It's like basically I don't have space or money for a Roland RE201, the tape delay. So this is a really nice substitute, and with some modern conveniences and like a nice space to slide it in. So like I got this version over the 3000 even purely because of the knobs. The 3000 does not have any knobs for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Because I want to modulate shit over time, right? Like, I don't know why they're tripping on that shit. Anyways, I actually haven't used it yet, but I'm planning on digging in to that piece of kit today. Hopefully I'll be able to share something with you guys soon. I've been loving the reactions and like responses to the videos lately. Making YouTube videos is a necessary evil for me. I would usually, I don't give a fuck about social media, dude. Like, oh my god, this is so painful. Like, even recording this video, sorry. It's just like, but I guess I'd rather do this in my job, if that's possible. And then here we are. So yeah, I'll get back to you on some more in-depth feelings on the SDE 1000. Looking forward to trying that out. So right below that, I am a fan of outboard gear, especially if it's something good. Well, really only if it's something good. So I have a Drummer DL241. Which, it's not insane, but it's a pretty slept on piece of gear, like drummer, the 1970 series shit. It's really cool, and I can't afford that, so this is like the next best thing. Especially like this has been modded by this service, Revive Audio. I've never used an original one, but this one sounds good as hell, so I'm pretty happy with it. It's given a lot of dimensionality to my drum machine. So yeah, so basically I'm using the drummer to handle my hats in the tracks now, like so yeah, it's giving them some more clarity and presence, and I feel like I can be louder without it feeling that way. But yeah, it's just giving more space in the mix. So I guess I can't vouch for an OG drummer DL241. I guess I can't vouch for an OG one, but this one, the mod service is fantastic. I love the idea of that. So I'm really satisfied with that. It's a dual channel compressor, gate expander joint. So like, yeah, I don't know. I'm able to get a lot of detail, like, I don't know, sharp attack. It's got an auto compressor on it, but I like my work to be more intentional if possible. Like there's a place for automatic shit, but I'll just compress the hats. That's what I bought it for. But like there's a place for shit like that. Anyways, so yeah, 2 hats go through there, and right below that is a what's it called? DBX 160A. Yeah, and I picked that one on purpose. Just because I just feel like people are living in the past, dude. Like people living in the past with this with some of this gear. Like we're being really anal about shit. And I'm an anal guy. Chill out. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just felt like the A is a little newer. It's a little cleaner sounding than the X. And I just feel like it would give me a little more longevity in the studio. I really don't want to service my gear all the time. So the less I do that, the better. And this one could use some service. This Virus and the XT could use some service, to be real. So the longer I could keep my gear in good shape, the better. But this 160A is also modded by Revive Audio. That is what I'm running my kick drums through lately, and it is really fucking good. My kicks have never sounded better. I'm sure the original DBX 160s are fantastic in their own right, but I really like the sound of this one. I guess I've never used an original one, so I don't know exactly how much is coming from the mod service and how much is natural, but I'm loving it. And I think it's given me a pretty unique sound and presence, and like I keep saying texture, but that's how I feel about my sounds lately. It's like almost a physical thing. I want it to be as physical and like shapely, intangible as possible. Yeah. So yeah, kick drums are running through that. I guess I'll let you know how this is set up. I have I'm using 4 mono outputs from the Virus usually. At the moment, I have it set up as this is MIDI channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Virus is nice because I can be a little flexible with those channels. So like I could have 2 stereo channels instead of 4 mono, or 2 mono and 1 stereo. And that's come in handy before because some sounds just kind of break apart in mono or stereo. So it's like, it's not all the time, but it's something to think about. at the moment, until I'm able to expand my inputs, I am running this in mono. It only has 2 parts. I mean, it has 8 parts technically, but only 2 outputs. 2 stereo outputs or 2 mono outputs. They do not mix match. You cannot do what this one does, but that's okay. Sounds really good in mono still, but I am so curious to hear it in stereo. So one of these days, especially if I'm only gonna have 2 channels from it, really, because I don't want to layer too many sounds in one channel, which is what I used to have to do with the Virus, especially before I found a really good workflow with it. Yeah. So super cool. For the, I guess I'll go over the Yomax now or whatever. So I'm using the individual outs of this. So I'm using the individual kick, the membrane, which is this is a crazy track on this thing. The membrane is really difficult to use actually. It's, you know, the closed hi-hats, open hi-hats, so basically tracks 1 through 6 I have individually going out into one of the Motus, and I can set it up, so basically I have it set up as, so the one on the left is purely taking signal from the drums, and then the one on the right is purely taking signal from the synths at the moment. Yeah. So I'm using the individual outs. It's just a little cleaner than using the stereo mix, and I'm using effects in the DAW other than this Roland joint here. Like I think it's better for the most part to have effects in the DAW, but this delay I think is really gonna help expand my sound, so I don't mind it. I have the first channel on the Virus, this gray cable. This is going into the Roland, so that's gonna be the dub channel for the most part, you know. So right behind me I have 2 Stanton T152s. Is that what this shit's called? Let me check. No, I'm tripping. Stanton STR8 150s, which are crazy hard to find. A lot of this shit is kind of hard to find now, so I do like collecting rare gear. But I'm running 2 Stanton STR8 150s, built like tanks, heavy as shit, and they actually have some crazy cartridges on them. I should get some footage of that. Stanton 890s, if you don't know, shit, I ain't know either. Some dude just sold them to me, like both of them, for like $500 together. Like they should be 500. I cannot believe they should be 500 each, but he showed me, he sold them to me 500 together, and they have these cartridges on them that are like worth 500. I'm like, dude, you not know what you have? Like, that's crazy. So yeah, I really came up off those. And in the middle is a Allen and Heath X1 motherfucking 42. Yeah, it's really simple. It sounds great for the turntables. It's only got the filter on it, which when I'm doing vinyl sets, I don't really want to go crazy with effects anyways. I think it's got everything and it works really well. Except for channel 1, it's really annoying. Maybe I'm testing it incorrectly, but nah, I don't think that I am. Channel 1, like the sound is just a little quieter on it. So I'm forced to use channels like 3 and 4, like on the outer edges, if that's even what that's called. No, okay. So on the X1, so where it says channel 2, that channel is fucked up. It works mostly, but it's just quieter than the other one. So I think I need to get this shit serviced. So I'm using 1 and 4 to mix with at the moment. It's not the end of the world. It works, you know, but I would rather use 2 and 3 or whatever. I just said a bunch of numbers. God. What else is in here? I got this RE20 microphone. I haven't got a chance to use it. I got this for free. For one of my old coworkers. It's like she divorced her husband. This Russian lady, she divorced her husband, and there's this big audio guy. She's like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking get rid of all his shit. I should have took more of his shit, bro. I felt a little bad, but I was like, oh, he got that. Let me go ahead and take that off your hands. You know, she was gonna put this shit on the street. I was like, pfft. Anyways, what else? What else is in here? At the moment, I'm mixing with these Jubilee Sennheiser HD 58X. It's like a cheaper version of like some other Sennheiser headphone, but it's like a special edition or some shit. So it's like the same cans, but like the build quality is a little lesser. It's like more essential. They sound fucking great though. I use those for mixing, and I got a pair of Sennheiser 280 Pros, classic. I've been using those since I was like fucking 14. Literally, like, Jesus Christ. I've had those shits for like 10 or 15 years and they're still going. And like, all I had to do was just replace the ear pads. Like, that shit infinite. That's some quality shit. So like Sennheiser is my go-to headphone brand. I use that for tracking lately, like DJing. Yeah, if I'm gonna record vocals, shit like that, when I need to actually noise cancel some shit. I'm using the laptop I'm using is old as shit. I got this MacBook Pro 2015 my ex gave me. It is a piece of shit, honestly, but it works just good enough. And it has USB 2 or whatever the fuck that I'm into, the thicker USBs. USB-C is just not ready for professional like equipment. Like, it's too fragile. Like, and it's like, it doesn't, like, these USB ports, all these older ports work so much better, and I feel more stable, and like I can trust it a little more. I've had the USB-C disconnect on me in the middle of a recording, so I have stopped using it. I think this could be better, but I need to go get the battery replaced, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. And I'm in the middle of a project right now. I don't want to, like, I want to keep working on it. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it would only be a day or two to take to get it fixed, but y'all know what I'm saying. But like, literally, it's getting bad, especially as I do more and more complex things. Like, the CPU is crying. I need to get a new battery. Poor thing. Well, yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm just running the speakers, I'll just say, are iLoud micro monitors. It's about time for me to upgrade, but like, also I live in an apartment in New York, so like, upgrading, like, sure, but like, I also have roommates at the moment and like neighbors. So like, I can't even go too crazy. These get plenty loud, but I would like some more detail and like headroom out of them at this point. That seems to be it, really. So yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. So thanks for stopping by, checking out the studio. I hope this was good. Let me know if you want some more content like this. If you have any more questions, I'll do my best to answer it. Social media gives me social anxiety, so I hate checking my notifications. But for you guys, you know what? For you, anything. So yeah, let me know if you want to see how I have everything set up in Ableton, and I can maybe walk you guys through the process of me actually making a song. I've been doing this shit for a long time, you know. I was making different genres of music, but always been doing this, so I have a lot of things I could talk about, I guess. So let me know if you're into this. Anyway, have a great day. See you around.